easyplant. A couple of you have asked how my easyplant experience has gone with this. This is my very first easyplant, my money tree. And I am now officially 1 month in, and look at this. There are little leaves growing there. There's a little leaf growing there. There is, look at that. That's an entire mini version of this frond growing there. And height-wise, it has increased. That is 23 3/4 inches. It was right at 22 inches when I unboxed it. This is doing great. I have it in a south-facing window the first time, and I can't stress this enough. I am the angel of death for plants. I can kill a plant, and I know that's a taboo word here on YouTube, but it's true. I can really do a number on them, do them in. This is the first time that I have had a plant for 1 month, and it's happy. It's actually perky. Any little marks that you see, like that, there's a little end there, there's this. Those are from shipping. This spent 5 days in a box, and it traveled, well, from low Florida all the way up to the northwest corner of Alabama over 5 days. easyplant boxing protected most of it. This plant looks great. Gets a little higher. I'll start braiding these up so that it matches the base down there. But my money tree working good from easyplant a month in. And I don't know if you can see down in here, but there is water left, so I don't need to water this right now. It said to check it at a month. I've checked it. It doesn't need it. It's thriving, still has water, so I'll check it in another week and keep a watch out. But easyplant, wow. Amazingly simple, well worth the money in my opinion. 1 month. I mean, it's still alive. So happy. You may be asking, what is going on with this? Is that painter's tape? Green painter's tape? Yes, it is. And there's a story with that, but it has to do with my other easyplants. The ones over here at my sink, I have this, my Sansevieria cylindrica. This is my most recent. I have this, an Aglaonema beauty, beautiful little plant. And then I have this. This was my second, I believe. This is the fishbone prayer plant, also known as a burley Marxi calathea, and it's doing well. It's looking good. I've got my third. I've already had 2 unfurl. I have a third. I have another one down there. But I had one, I won't even say problem, I'll say issue. One thing you can get with plants is what's called a fungus gnat. It's the bane for many plant owners' existence. And for some reason, I have 4 plants, this one and this one only. One day I was here at my kitchen, I was goofing around at the sink, and I saw a little gnat zip by my head. So I went crazy. I had already bought this in anticipation of any insect problems, because you know, there's mealy bugs, there's spider mites, which is what I figured would be the first challenge with plant ownership if I could keep any alive. And I mean, look at this. They're all thriving. Even that hound here is thriving. This one doing well. But I bought this in preparation, Mighty Mint plant protection spray. Organically based, has a bunch of natural oils in it. So I doused it, top and bottom, underside of the leaves. And then I contacted easyplant, and wow, the support. I mean, they not only have great plants. easyplant, such an amazing company. They spent over an hour with me on their support chat. Went through, asked for pictures of the plant, talked about multiple things, everything about the plant. And they told me to mix up a hydrogen peroxide and water solution and spray that on the soil, and that should kill the larvae once I got rid of the gnats. And I did over the course of a couple of days. I saw the first day, I saw quite a few gnats. My Zevo protector, I started noticing more gnats in it that I knew were fungus gnats, those little tiny ones. Started noticing that. So that was the clue number 1. Clue number 2 is when they're zipping by my head in all directions. But I got most of them with that spray, and then I noticed just a few more, and I found out that I have a vacuum trick. I use my vacuum to tap this, and they would come out, and then I could get them with the vacuum as they were flying. And I got it down to where it was the multiple the day that I realized it. Then it was 3, I think, and then 2, and then 1, and this is my first day with none. And I've been checking this regularly. But also about this plant, water it once a month. That's what the instructions say. While I was on the phone with them, they asked me about the water. Was it overwatered? Did I fill the reservoir and did I add any water? Well, I didn't. I just mentioned no, I filled the reservoir, and that was 2 weeks ago. I checked it. I knew when I picked it up, it was really light. It had already used all of the water in 2 weeks. So you still have to keep an eye on your plants. But it's nice to have the reservoir and just be able to look down in there. And today, I'm going to give it its next watering. But what I'm going to do is just add water into here, and then I'll reset my timer for a month and we'll see what happens. Get you a little more water and hopefully this doesn't cause the gnats to come back. Ooh, significantly heavier. I've learned more than I ever thought possible about treating plants. Also rotated it a quarter a turn like you're supposed to do once a month, but I figure water time. I'll just make that a rotation. But long story short, that's why I added this. I didn't have the little yellow, and that's not a gnat, that's just dirt, where I've tapped and checked on this. But I didn't have any of those little yellow stakes that are sticky stakes that attract gnats, but I did have some painter's tape that was so sticky that I couldn't use it on walls. Finally, I was able to find a use for it, and no gnats on that or on this one. Sticky traps arriving tomorrow. That's my easy plant journey 1 month in with my first one here, Mow the Money Tree, thriving. Absolutely thriving. So rare for me to have a plant that stays alive and stays looking good. Well worth the money, really affordable. I like my 4 that I have. I'm adding a couple more already that should be here. By the end of July, I'll have 6 easy plants. Well worth it. Really like their pots, the colors they offer them in, everything about Easy Plant. If you have any questions, comment below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.